Hello and welcome back. My name is Declan and I'm the owner of Take Action Fitness Online. As you can see today we have a slightly different background as we are based in Mexico City. So we just traveled down from Colombia, Medellin to Mexico City for 2 weeks before then heading back to the UK for a slightly longer period of time. So today's episode is going to be covering trying to outrun a poor diet and how you're likely focusing too much on calories burnt and not enough on the calories that you're actually consuming. So you're likely in a position where you've been exercising, working out, or going to the gym for several years. You're currently not seeing the changes in your physique that you would expect to. Despite training really hard and despite training consistently for an extended period of time, you're in a position where you're still carrying that excess and unwanted body fat. But the chances are you're likely ignoring that big elephant in the room, which is your nutrition. And instead of going at your nutrition and trying to improve it and your nutritional habits, you use all your spare time going above and beyond, doing additional cardio, home or HIIT-based workouts. And for someone who's no doubt already super busy and time poor, this is probably one of the most inefficient ways to be looking at dropping body fat and getting in shape. So I've gone out of my way to show you how inefficient it is to try and burn off your calories instead of managing calories going in. I'm currently preparing for a marathon, and just yesterday I went out for a 14-kilometer run. This was a slow and steady run with an average heart rate of 130 beats per minute, and the duration of the run was just over an hour and a half. Now during this period of time, I burnt roughly 1,162 calories. Now the reason why I say roughly is because all of these smart watches, whether we're talking about Garmin's, Apple Watches or Fitbits, are highly inaccurate when it comes to calculating energy expenditure or calories being burned. Again, another reason why you shouldn't rely upon this as an accurate data point. Things like counting your steps or even tracking your heart rate are much more accurate. However, based on the research, there is an average error greater than 30% when it comes to measuring calories being burned. However, for the purpose of today's video, we're still going to use this as a measurement. So as I said, approximately 1,200 calories were burned during this hour and a half steady state based run. Now in this tub of chocolate Häagen-Dazs ice cream, again there is roughly 1,200 calories. There's actually 1,270 calories to be exact, which is roughly 100 calories more than what I burnt during this 1.5 hour run. Now I'm going to speed this up, but across the next 7 minutes, I managed to consume this whole tub of ice cream, 1,200 calories gone in 7 minutes. Now this took just a little bit longer than how long it took me to run one of the 14 kilometers that I did. So again, the reason why I'm showing you this is to simply show you how inefficient it is to go out and try and burn the calories that you've consumed. And the thought process of needing to go out and run for an hour and a half to burn off a tub of ice cream, for me, is painful. Not to mention super inefficient and a complete waste of your precious time. Now, as I've already mentioned, these smart devices are super inaccurate. So the chances are not only are you over consuming on calories, but actually the amount of calories that you're burning is a complete guesstimate at best. I guarantee you after that night out on the booze, maybe the burger and fries or takeaway pizza, you're not going out for an hour and a half's worth of running. Maybe a half hour 5K at best, of which you're probably burning somewhere between 200 to 300 calories. And this is the exact reason why you're still in the position that you're in. So I say this with love, stop trying to outrun your poor diet. You need to address this big elephant in the room if you're truly going to see the results that you want. You should be using exercise, be that classes, home workouts, resistance training, or running as a form to improve your overall health and well-being, to improve your strength, to improve your overall cardiovascular fitness, not to burn calories. So spend less time looking at the amount of calories that you're burning and spend more time on the amount of calories that you're consuming and what you're consuming. And you do this, and I guarantee you'll see better results, more fat loss, more weight coming off that waist and off those hips in the next 3 months than you have done in the last 3 years. Hopefully you found that useful, guys. As always, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button below. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, head over to TA Fitness Online. And again, make sure to click that follow button.